Merhaba everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you are new. I am Sue, and in today's video, I will be building one of my university projects in The Sims 4. About a week ago, I posted on my story on Instagram. I'm nerdypanda over there, by the way, linked in the description if you wanna go over there and give me a follow or something. Anyways, as I was saying, now about a week ago I posted a floor plan I was drawing on my story and asked you guys if you would like to see it built in The Sims, and the poll to that was yes, you would, so here it is. A little background: we were asked in construction class to build a vacation getaway home in my country, Lebanon. Now for those who don't know, Lebanon is currently going through one of the worst economic crises in the world, and the project was for us to create a place that would attract people to the country so they can see the beauty that it has to offer. So I chose to build my project on a small island off the north coast of Lebanon called Rabbit Island or Palm Island. It goes by both names. As the name suggests, the island is full of rabbits and palm trees. So to recreate it in The Sims, I chose to build this vacation getaway in Sulani. Rabbit Island does have some resemblance to Sulani, but I mainly chose this world because of its views and sunsets, and because it's really hot where I live, and I mainly tend to build in The Sims taking inspiration from the season and weather that I am living through at the moment. The elements we were obliged to have were a visitor's WC and a live-in maid's room with its own bathroom. The lot we were given was a 20 by 40 rectangular lot, but the closest that would fit my build in the game was Pier Perfection, which is a 20 by 30 lot on the island of Lani Saint-Taz, Saint-Taz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's on the top left of the map of Sulani. Now, of course, given that my floor plan was a realistic one, where I didn't have to build walls on a grid, I had to adjust the measurements a little to fit the game. So this vacation home ends up having 2 master bedrooms, each with its own bathroom and porch, a maid's bedroom with a small toilet and shower room, like a wet room type of thing, a visitor's WC, a kitchen, and an open living and dining area. And a lot of windows, like a lot of windows all over, because let's face it, the island is gorgeous and you would want to spend every second breathing it in. Well, at least if you're a beach holiday type of person like me. The house also has a big back porch on stilts that extends to the sea. I don't normally use CC in my builds, but sometimes I like to venture out of my comfort zone. So as you can see, this is one of those times, because I felt that if I wanted this place to look anything like what I was imagining it to look like in my head, I needed to have House of Harlex in it. So I only used CC from actually my favorite creators, Harry and Felix. All the CC that I used is free to the public to download from their website, which I will have linked down below in the description box, along with the tray files to this place. If you would like to download it and place it on your game, maybe have your Sims go on vacation or spend their honeymoon over there like mine did. As you saw a few moments ago, I started with having the entire interior of the house in white. Like white walls, white tiled floors, white doors, room dividers, everything. But then I felt like it was too cold and I wasn't really vibing with it. It was giving off a totally different mood than I was expecting, so I decided to warm it a little. I kept the walls and floors white, or white-ish, which is a warmer tone of white than the one that I initially picked out, and changed the doors to the medium light wood tone that can be found in almost all of Harry and Felix's CC sets. I started with furnishing the bedrooms and their respective bathrooms. I only show me furnishing one of them though because they are exactly the same, and I figured it would be boring for you to see me do the same thing twice. Now, for a vacation house, I don't think you would need to have like a very extravagant bedroom. Or at least when I go on vacation, I don't really look that much into the bedroom because I would rather spend my limited days off like touring and exploring the new places and whatever. So so basically the bedroom would be just for sleeping. However, in this one, I did try to make it a little bit more high end, and to be honest, the custom content helped a lot. I used the bed that comes in, I think it's the Harlux collection that they have, if I'm not mistaken, with its headboard, and made like a makeshift vanity that is not functional, just decorative, using a couple of shelves that I decorated with makeup and some welcome drinks. But the bathrooms are a different thing completely for me. I like a good shower, but honestly prefer a nice bathtub, preferably one with a view. So that's what I went for here. I placed the tub right by the window, and you will see in a bit that I sized down one of the end tables from Harry's Octave collection and raised it to look like a tub tray where you would have your complimentary glass of champagne while you soak in the bath, watching the sunset over the horizon. God, I miss going on vacation. It's been a while since I last went on one. Like, I remember my last one was when I went to Turkey like a few years ago, because before everything went wrong with the world. It was a spur of the moment trip that we planned on a Wednesday morning, booked tickets in the afternoon for a plane that was taking off that Thursday at dawn. I barely had time to pack, so I just had like the clothes on my back and an extra t-shirt in my backpack. And oh Lord, did everything go wrong during that trip. We landed in Istanbul like Thursday morning and met with one of our friends who lives there. He convinced us to go to Antalya, which was a 20-minute flight from Istanbul. So we booked the tickets, but arrived late to the airport, so we had to get new tickets. Then in Antalya, we decided to go to a party where we got into hot water with some mob people and got thrown out of the nightclub. When we went back to Istanbul, my friend's friends, who we don't speak to anymore because of everything that he did during that trip, he hurt his foot because he's kind of a big baby. So he hurt his foot because he decided to jump over an old rusty fence. So we had to take him to the hospital to get a tetanus shot. Then on the way back to the hotel on our last night, I decided to extend my trip another day because I felt like I didn't get enough of my vacation. So when my friends left to go back to Lebanon, I stayed and walked through the streets of Istanbul, took a cab, went to the Bosphorus Canal, and watched the boats pass by under the bridge at night. It is a wonderful view at night over there. And I had the best plate of waffles and cup of coffee. What about you guys? When was your last vacation? Was it a good one, a bad one? Or are you like me, missing vacations and traveling and planning your next trip? If you are, where would you like to go? What is like the first place you want to travel to? Let me know in the comments down below. I know I have a lot of places I would like to visit, like Lapland in Finland, for example, to see the Aurora Borealis, and Peru to visit the temples of Machu Picchu. But if I'm being honest, the first place I really want to visit when I first get the chance to is Salem during October and the Halloween season. Okay, I went really off track complaining about my lack of ability to travel, and you saw me finish almost the entire place. Now I'm furnishing the maid's room. I know in the game it looks like really sad and tiny because it's a 2x3 room box type of room, but I promise in my real floor plan it is much better. I'll pull up the actual plan on screen now. So as you can see, the room is actually more spacious than the one in The Sims. It has a full-on closet and desk, and it has a window. But because of grid restrictions in the game, this was the only way that I could make it work and be functional at the same time. So if your Sims have a live-in butler, I think this room would be perfect for them. Now all that's left from the video is me doing like the landscaping and fixing a little bit of the furnishing on the outside and everything. I mainly use debug plants and palm trees that come with the Island Living expansion pack for the landscaping to frame the build from the front, and use this flat black rocks to make some type of path that leads to the entrance, and placed some grass patches that I sized down so it would look like that the grass is growing around the stones. And for the back porch, it is fairly simple. I just placed some loungers for sunbathing and a barbecue, also some aqua zips because it is nice to ride one in the summer. So I am going to remind you guys that you can download the tray files of this build off of my Patreon, which will be linked down below, along with all of my other socials where I post sneak peeks sometimes and projects that I am currently working on. I would really appreciate it if you give me a follow. Your support is what keeps me going. And if you like this video and the build, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It would really help me out. If you've stuck around till now, leave me an island emoji in the comments below. And don't forget to stay nerdy, stay happy. Until next time, bye!